Thank y'all for dropping back in. It's your channel, Pelican Bay Dog Talking News. For the day, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Don't forget to hit them like buttons before you get up out of here. Drop in them comments. Shout out to all y'all fellas from the comments from the videos from yesterday. Appreciate you. But today, we got an update. You know, 'cause I tell you, PBK9s, you know what I'm saying? Got that news. I got that news fresh on the press. You know, fresh on the press. For my folk that don't read, a lot of folk don't like to read stuff. And that's what this channel here for. You don't like to read, I'll put it up there, let you see the article, you know, and I'll let you read it. But we got an update on the Carolina Classic. Okay, in the summer, the article don't say the summer of 21 or the summer of 22, but over the summer, two guys met with the USDA, and basically they said some fellas in South Carolina had a dog fighting event called the Carolina Classic going on. All right, it was going on in the future. Okay, so these guys also said the event was held and hosted by a group called the Secret Six. Okay, so once these guys told the USDA that, then they conducted their investigations. Which, you know, was flyovers. They flew over the property. You know, they flew over the property. And here's the flyover. That's the flyover picture. And, you know, they did their investigation through, for what the article say, different ways. You know, different ways. And what they found out with their investigation was, first, let me show you this. Do believe that's a dead dog skull. I do believe that's a dead dog skull. See, that may be a trophy for somebody. I don't know. I don't know what they was keeping a dead dog skull for. And a dead dog skull on the ground. So obviously, it ain't nothing important. Like, it wasn't his favorite dog or anything like that. Because it would have been up, like, you know, in a case or something. Or, you know, sitting in the house somewhere. So, like, what's a dead dog skull doing on the ground? And you think if somebody see this, that you're not about to get in trouble. Hold up, man. You got right, you got wrong, you got misunderstood, and then you got just plain out stupid. See, at the end of the day, you know, my brothers and sisters that do the right thing, you know what I be talking about. You know what I'm saying? When I say it's only one way with these pit bulls, modern day time. You know what I'm saying? There's only one way with them. And that's the right way. You know, there's only one way with these pit bulls, modern day time, and that's the right way. You can like it, you can love it, you can hate it, you can talk trash about it, you can say this ain't the old days, you can say blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, you better be handling your business right when it comes to them pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? I'm less talking about, I'm not necessarily talking about how you got them in the house, your house, caged or chained or houses or none of that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about as far as going out here getting involved in these illegal activities. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. You know, it ain't no wins in it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no wins in it. And half the pit bull community already understand that, but you got another half that don't understand it yet. You know, thinking they made better moves than the brothers I said on the videos 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. Some of the brothers, you know, may have not did anything. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like I said, I'm coming fair and unbiased. I'm just giving you the information. Okay, so these two guys gave up the information and say the Secret Six is holding the Carolina Classic, which is a large dog fighting convention, so they say. Okay, now these guys got all this stuff going on. the USDA, the federal agents, the SLED, all them investigating these guys. You know what I'm saying? And the first house they went to, you know, they said, the two guys said this guy was part of the Secret Six as well. And they said he was, you know, a well-known referee, or either going to be refereeing that particular, you know, that particular event. And they said his name was Cowboy on the article. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like, after that, you know, they did their raids. And when they did their raids, this is what they got. They got a pit that the two guys told them about the pits, where the pits was at. They got a pit out the house. They got a pit in the house. And this next picture, what I'm showing you right here, this is just the donations that was given by people for these dogs. You know what I'm saying? Donations, collars, leashes, all type of stuff like that that was given for these dogs or whatever. But yeah, and you know, they keep giving you updates on this Carolina Classic, you know, event. Although it happened last year, the news keep putting updates in it whenever they find out different things and new stuff, you know, come to the light in the situation. But you know, they say some of the dogs have been adopted out, and you know, the ones that could. Now, real quick, check this dog out. Now, I'm quite sure that the Humane Society, or you know, whoever's dealing with these dogs probably shaved that dog bald. But you know, some of that stuff in the face ain't just being shaved. That dog face is just messed up. You know what I'm saying? That dog face is messed up. You know, it's like this, man. It's like this. You want the real, I'm gonna give you the real. You want the real, I'm gonna give you the real. I'm talking to the ones who want to go out there and do all that illegal stuff, break them laws, and do all that stuff like this, and do all that, you know, that horrific stuff. You know, you go ahead and do this stuff, and then you don't even have the decency to try to heal these dogs up the right way, or let these dogs heal up the right way. That whole little Carolina Classic event was videotaped and recorded or whatever, however, you know what I'm saying? For what I seen on the articles, a lot of the fellas that was involved with that stuff entered pleas already. You know, it's just a bad time in the dog game, man. It's just a bad time in the dog game. Like I said, I gotta give it to you fair and unbiased. When I get updates from different situations, I gotta give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I just read just a couple days ago that a guy or fellas from New Jersey dogfighting ring, multi-state dogfighting ring that got busted in 2016, you know, just received 2 years. They had entered guilty pleas, I think, in November, and they just received 2 years for their involvement in a multi-state dogfighting ring. You know, and that just happened 2 or 3 days ago. But I'm not sure if those fellows are actually in jail yet or anything like that. But it just said they were given 2 years, I guess, federal time for the crime. At least one person was given 2 years for the crime. What a lot of brothers don't understand, man, y'all so high and so egotistical and stuck on your emotions that you don't see a brother like Dark Dynasty and what he doing with his so-called pit bull, which you automatically know everybody see that them dogs ain't pit bulls, and that ain't even what we talking about. That's not even the point. You understand when you see a brother doing something with dogs and take note of that and see that what he's doing with his dogs, no dog fight matches is making that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? Dog fight matches ain't making that kind of money without all the excess risk involved. So you can't knock with that man. You can't never knock. You can only look at what he's doing and take it and learn from it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I understand where so much hate come from with that man with dogs. It must be the lack of confidence in your own dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta see that it's like Brother Samurai and other brothers who's taking these pit bulls, working them, doing things with them. You know what I'm saying? Brothers gotta see that it's more to life than what was going on back then. You know what I'm saying? This has got to be a new era. You know what I'm saying? A new time of day. You know, that you got to understand that more money can be made off these dogs in ways that ain't been made before. You know what I'm saying? In the right ways. And when they can't violate you, they can't take this, they can't take that. You know what I'm saying? It just go all the way around the board, man. Go all the way around the board. We can talk about it all day long, but if we ain't doing nothing about it, you know what I'm saying? It don't make no difference how much we complain about whether this was a rightful seizure or this wasn't a rightful seizure. What is we doing about it on the other end? If we sit around just waiting to get the dogs took it, or are we over here trying to do stuff with our dogs? You know what I'm saying? What is you doing about it on the other end? You know, it don't matter what they doing, it's what we doing on the other end that's gonna matter. You know, at the end of the day. And 2023, you know, technology only gets better from this point on. You know, how can you sneak certain things that you could have sneaked 30 years ago? You can't do it the same way. You know what I'm saying? You can't, because you didn't have, 30 years ago, you didn't have a dude out there selling Percocets. You didn't have a dude out there with fentanyl. 30 years ago, you didn't have a dude out there with fake credit cards. You didn't have a dude out there, selling these kind of dogs, doing this, doing that. 30 years ago, it was just certain kind of thing going on. Today, any and everything going on. You know what I'm saying? It's different. So you got to evolve with the times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said, I know you little young boys want the thrill of this, a thrill of that. But hey, you know, they used to say the average dog man lifespan is 5 years, because you get in, you'll buy a couple dogs, you'll see this, you'll see that. You might not get no good dogs, you might not get no aces, and you ain't making no money what you thought you was going to make off the dogs. Now you're out the game in less than 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But these days, the average dog man lifespan is a whole lot less. You know what I'm saying? Whole lot less. You know, dog man just jump in the game, get a few dogs, make the wrong moves, holler at the wrong people. Or, you know, it's just crazy these days, man. It's crazy. Brothers make too much money off these dogs. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's, I'm talking to the big kennels now. The big kennels. You know, because we done see 80 Day ain't helping with certain things. You know, the big kennels get together and host shows. Host shows here. Just like Mr. Garner doing, hosting a show. Every big kennel should be able to host a show. State to state, hosting shows. Nice shows. You know what I'm saying? A brother shouldn't have to rely on an ADBA show just to see a show. You know what I'm saying? The same way we could put together all these other events, you could put together a wall climbing event, a weight pulling event. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you can say, oh, that ain't what these dogs made for. At the end of the day, you got to ask yourself what you made for. Being out here or being in that jail. You know what I'm saying? Because them folk ain't playing no games when it comes to them dogs. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You can say what that dog meant for all day long. You know what I'm saying? But you better just be happy with having a piece of history. You know, having a piece of history and taking care of that dog, loving that dog the way it's supposed to be, and not worried about all that excess stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, it might seem cool But this ain't the dog game that you hear people talking about on these dog shows. You know what I'm saying? Only with these brothers with dog shows. This ain't that dog game. You know what I'm saying? These may be the same kind of dogs, but this ain't. Times is, when people say times has changed, times is literally changed. And if you don't understand, you want to still live in the 80s, in 2023, then them folk gonna treat you like this the 80s. You know what I'm saying? But self, they ain't gonna treat you like this the 80s because back then they wouldn't have did nothing. Now your ass going down. You know what I'm saying? Now you're going down. You know, you want to live like you in the 80s, 2023, they gonna show you. They gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, when I do it fair and I do it unbiased. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm only supporting the positive stuff when it comes to this breed. You know what I'm saying? And when I put these arrests up here, when I talk about whoever brother, like I say, I ain't passing no judgment on nobody, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Period. It ain't for me to do. All I'm doing is give you the news when I see dog news out there. You know? Something that I probably wish I had, or something just interesting to see if you like pit bulls, whether you're a tree hugger, whether you're a so-called dog man, whether you're a illegal person, no matter who you is, you just you like to hear stuff about dogs, you know. So that's why I give you the dog news and the dog talk. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some trainers from all different breeds we're gonna be talking to. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have trainers from all different breeds. Cause like I said, man, when it comes to them pit bull stories, shit, it ain't but so many. It ain't but so many old school stories we can talk about. You know what I'm saying? It ain't but so many old school stories we can talk about before we talking about the same stories. You know? It ain't but so many stories we can talk about. No matter who you get out here. We can go get any other person, this person, that person, this person, that person. Still we talk about the same Jeep dogs, same Red Boy dogs, same Eli dogs, same Carver dogs, same Tombstone dog, same Bolio dog. It's just one of his offspring. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, it's always good to hear a good old story, but what's life treating you like modern day times with these dogs? You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. You know, that's what it's about. Can you thrive off what's going on today with your system when it comes to these dogs? You know, or is you just can't talk about dogs, period, when it comes to a modern day dog, as far as what can you do to make this game better? Like, this gotta be the era of change, you know what I'm saying? We know what the pit bull did all back in history. We know how you know, the history of the dog was in this country. You know what I'm saying? If, from where it's going, if you're gonna be allowed to keep them, you're gonna have to make a change when it comes to these dogs. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the one to tell you, you gotta make a change, man. You know what I'm saying? We can laugh and we can talk about it and we can do this and do that, but in actuality, man, you gotta make a change with these dogs, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't fool nobody. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it ain't about trying to fool this person to make something look this way or make something look that way. You gotta do it and enjoy doing it, man. You just gotta make changes when it's coming to these dogs. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, you know, you can say, oh, he talking dumb, or oh, he talking stupid, or oh, he just saying this or saying that or saying this. Listen here, man. Listen here. If I wanted to do something like that or take my dog into something illegal, believe me, I can do all that if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about it, I ain't dumb. Two things about it, I don't got time. I'm 43 years old. I ain't got time to be going through it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be right here on this song. You know what I'm saying? End of the day. Three, that ain't in me. You know what I'm saying? That ain't in me. I'd rather see my dog doing something, winning money, getting an accolade for something that ain't gonna hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Something that, like I said, bringing him back home the same day, chilling, ain't worrying about nothing, ain't gotta look over your shoulder, ain't, you know what I'm saying? You can have whatever you wanna have when you know you're doing the right things. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. Brothers make these dogs famous when you out here doing this illegal stuff. Why it's so hard to make them famous when you winning legal stuff? Say if you took them to a show and you won something. Why is it hard to make your dog famous now? Put them all on the videos. Put pictures all on them. Put a website up for them. You know what I'm saying? Why is it hard to do good stuff with these dogs and seem cool? What y'all brothers want to, what is it? You're not going to seem cool? You're not going to seem tough or something if you do the right things with these dogs? What? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Then when you look at it from another angle, maybe this dog thing sometimes is a lack of communication. Maybe the tree huggers not communicating, don't want to communicate. They just having their own opinion. And then the dog brothers not want to communicate with the tree huggers because, they staying out the way. You know what I'm saying? Lack of communication. They thinking one thing, you doing another thing, far from what they even thinking, you know what I'm saying? You're not even doing that, but they just looking from the outside in, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, if you doing something illegal, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I'm getting sick and tired. I'm getting sick and tired as a dog trainer, as a dog lover, seeing brothers being said because you got antibiotics, because you got all this stuff, maybe steroids and all kind of stuff like that, I can understand that. But if you having blue spray, for you having some type of penicillin, some type of amoxicillin around and keeping that stuff around for your dogs, it's not nothing wrong with that. It's about some people being educated in the dogs, some people not. Some people have to go to the vet. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't. For the brothers who don't, why be educated in this stuff if you can't even show your education? If you can't use it? What's the purpose of getting educated in things if you can't use it? Educating yourself in something that's not illegal if you can't even use it. What's the purpose of doing it? You know what I'm saying? You just might as well get a dog and just don't even try to learn nothing about it. Don't try to learn how to train it. Don't try to learn how to get it healthy or if it gets sick or anything like that, because God forbid if you don't have the money that day that you can't go to the vet, you know what I'm saying, during that time or whatever. Everybody not rich. Everybody don't have the money to go to the vet every single time. You know what I'm saying? So some folk like to do their own healing up. You know what I'm saying? And some folk are good at their own healing up. And like I said, I don't condone anything when it comes to fighting. If you're doing it, and it is what it is, them people say you're doing it, they got proof of you doing it, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm talking to the folk who just take care of their dogs. Like, if I exercise one breed of dog, why can't I have the same materials for that one breed of dog if I exercise the other breed of dog? It just don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. And it's like, instead of doing all the hard work, it's like a lot of folk just getting railroaded off the strength of some pedigrees or off the strength of he say, she say. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, if them folk put that investigation down on you and you're doing this or you're doing that, it is what it is, man. And like I said before, in this same article, them folks was talking about them brothers who be transporting them dogs. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna keep stressing it over and over. You know what I'm saying? Them brothers who transport, they try to play some good transporters out there. You know what I'm saying? There's good ones out there. But there's bad ones also. You know what I'm saying? And like I always say, I don't got no recommendations for no transporter. Because me, myself, if I sell a dog most time, I'm either delivering that dog myself, you know what I'm saying, to a good owner, or making sure the good owner can purchase the dog from me directly. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not with all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with all that. Not with it. But, I just like to keep y'all updated. Y'all stay good out there. PBK9s. Give you that dog news and talk the way I always do. Fair and unbiased. And I'm up out of here.